back to Beauty Bee. So I thought today I'd go through a few questions that I have about makeup. I've been an avid beauty YouTube watcher for, I would say, 7 or 8 years at this point, and I think that I have learned a ton about makeup in that time. However, there are some things that I feel like I should know that I just don't. I also hear a lot of creators in this space talking about how viewers are most interested in seeing content on new releases, first impressions, try-ons, will I buy it, that kind of content. So, creators, you've got one guaranteed viewer. If you can clear this up for me, feel free. Please do. So I thought we would walk through 10 things I wish I knew about makeup, but I just don't. Number 1, what steps should I take to use my personal makeup on another person? Are there products that I simply cannot safely use on a friend? Beyond mascara that I've used normally, or lip gloss that I've used, again, normally, thinking about like a doe foot that I would be putting in and out all the time, is there anything else I can't safely use? Does spraying rubbing alcohol on a cream product cause issues with it, or is it perfectly fine and won't damage the formula, similar to how I might expect it to work with like an eyeshadow? Question number 2, what are the pros or cons, really, of gel versus liquid eyeliner? Is it just a matter of one comes in a pen, one comes in a pot? Do they last different amounts of time? How can I compare the amount of liner effectively? How can I compare the number of times I will be able to apply eyeliner looking at a pot that I'm buying versus a pen of liquid eyeliner? Is there an easy comparison to make there? Number 3, what ingredients should be a major red flag to someone that a product might not be eye safe? Also, where exactly does the immediate eye area end? I mean, I assume that if you have a product that's not intended for use on the immediate eye area, that would mean certainly not your waterline, and you probably wouldn't want to put it in your inner corner. But does the immediate eye area extend up to the end of the lid, the crease area, your brow bone, above your eye? And how far below your eye does the FDA think that the immediate eye area covers? Again, these seem like things that I should know, but I just don't. And similarly, what are some ingredient red flags that would indicate to me that a product isn't lip safe? Number 4 is sort of in a similar vein. Beyond carmine and, I suppose, honey, what animal products are commonly used in cosmetics? Were I vegan? I'm personally not, though I do try to significantly limit the number of animal-derived products I use. What ingredients should be, again, the sort of red flag? If you aren't going to get out your cell phone in the Walgreens and look through every ingredient to figure out what it is, which things should tip you off that something is absolutely not vegan? Number 5, are all natural bristle brushes made out of the same type of animal hair? I think I have heard about boar bristle brushes, so I assume that there are pigs involved in that. Are other types of animals used? If there are multiple, not just species, because that's quite limiting, but multiple varieties of animals whose hair is used in these brushes, is there one that is generally considered to be more ethically or more kindly sourced than others? I know that a lot of people's answer would be no, there's no way to ethically source an animal hair brush. And admittedly, I'm inclined to agree with that. However, if someone was really dead set on choosing a natural hairbrush, what should they maybe look out for if they are interested in being as kind to animals as possible? And I would argue we all should be. Number 6, why have liquid and to a somewhat lesser extent these stick style foundation products come to dominate the industry? Are there situations where, or sets of circumstances under which a powder foundation or even a cake style, so a cream foundation in a pan, might be more preferable? Number 7, still talking about foundation, is there a way to change the undertone of a foundation or a concealer? I understand that if I have a foundation that is too light or too dark for me, but the correct undertone, that I can add a white foundation mixer or a very dark foundation mixer to get it to the correct depth. Is there something similar to change undertones? For example, if I have a concealer, which usually in my case, the problem would be that it was much too warm, can I add a purple or pink color corrector to that? Would that help? Or am I pretty much stuck just trying to find something that's way too cool, that's again a concealer, and even it out? Number 8, nail polish is a cosmetics product. I don't think anyone really disagrees on that. However, at least in the social media realm, it seems that nail polish is considered kind of separate from other makeup. Even skincare and body makeup seem to be more closely related to face makeup than nail polishes. Is there a reason for that? Has that different view always been there? If not, when did it emerge? Number 9, why do makeup artists often use those single-use disposable mascara wands? Is there something in particular about mascara that makes the applicators hard or impossible to clean between uses? Are there multi-use options available on the market? And if so, why don't people tend to use them? Number 10, this is a bit more catered to makeup artistry in particular, but how does a relationship between a makeup artist and a long-term client differ from that between the makeup artist and sort of a one-off? How is it different if you work for a celebrity and you're expected to put their makeup on before every concert, or, twice weekly before they film a TV show or similar, than someone who, say, asks you to do their makeup before their wedding or for prom or something similar? Do artists who have these long-term relationships with the client tend to use their usual kit, or do they end up having a kit that is sort of particular to that one client and maybe stays with the client, stays at their house? Or do they just use their usual makeup? How does the creative and, I would assume, collaborative relationship between makeup artist, stylist, and hairstylist usually work? There are a lot of questions that I would like to see answered, a lot of content that I would love to see produced that doesn't really revolve around just purchasing things, reviewing new things, etc. And I feel like there's a real audience for that. I cannot imagine that I am the only person in the world who doesn't know these things or is interested in these things. Now, yes, absolutely. Some of these questions could be answered with some amount of Google searching, and I know that. I understand. However, I do think that it would be useful to see things like this addressed more often in the beauty community, because quite simply, I didn't realize what I didn't know until I sat down to write these out. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope that anyone who creates a video off of this will link me to it, because I would absolutely love to watch. Thanks again. I hope you will like and subscribe if you enjoyed, and I really hope I'll see you next time. Bye! Also, I didn't address this in the main video, but this is my first time trying out blue eyeshadow. What do we think? I mean, I think there's definitely room for improvement. Clearly, like a lot of room for improvement, but I'm excited. I think this is a fun look that I might need to pull out every once in a while. Okay, bye for real this time.